All right, Series and Cylinders Bodybuilding. This is going to be the contest coverage for the Arnold Classic Brazil. Good Vito punches his ticket to the Olympia because he pulled off a win. And this was no surprise. Everybody knew he was probably going to be the favorite going into this. The lineup was relatively weak. I mean, it's no knock on the other guys, but it was a relatively weak lineup. Second place was Leandro Perez. Third place was Marcelo Cruz. There's like speculation and some theories as to why the Arnold Classic Brazil was weak. The lineup was weak this year. And some people believe that the judges in Brazil are very, very partial to the Brazilian bodybuilders. So the European and the American bodybuilders won't go down. I'm just saying these are rumors that I've heard. It's very possible. I don't know for sure. I'm just giving you the rumors that I've heard. Because what other reason would there be for, excuse me, what other reason would there be if not for that one? I don't know. It is an Arnold Classic. It is in Brazil. It's a beautiful country. Sponsors would, love you to go there, especially when you see like a lineup like that. A guy like, I don't know, Tony O'Burton could go, let's jump in there. But he might have had some bad taste in his mouth from years prior. Anyway, let's look at some pictures of Good Vito and check him out. Now, Good Vito looked good. Okay, he looked good. His legs look great. His legs and his hamstrings and his glutes look fantastic. His back looked decent. He has obviously the high lat insertion, and in this lineup, his back dominates. Okay, his lat spread is impressive. His real lat spread is impressive. He was dialed in. I'm saying okay. Here's a real lat spread. Now here's the problem. He lacks this muscle definition, graininess across the chest and shoulders, and he looks a little flat. His upper body doesn't look as impressive and as popping as his lower body, right? As you could see here. Okay. And his chest is a little flat. You see how when he does this side chest, you really can't see many striations going on, or not even in the shoulders or whatnot. Well, that's going to be a problem in Pittsburgh. All right, because in Pittsburgh, you got top guys that are going to be in that lineup, and Good Vito's going to have his hands full. But I mean, his legs did make improvements. Now, there's also speculation that he wanted to peak for Pittsburgh, possibly. Who knows? Maybe he knew that this was going to be an easy victory because the lineup was weak, and then he wanted to go in Pittsburgh and peak there. Maybe, I don't know, but we'll see. But I will tell you that this version of Good Vito is not going to do well in Pittsburgh. Now, will he do well at the Olympia? Maybe because that gives him more time to improve. You don't know. But for some reason, Good Vito is this bodybuilder that looks fantastic on Instagram and for some reason never translates well onto the stage. Like, let's take a look at him on Instagram. I was talking about this with Jason Ons on Wednesday evening. Let's see. Where are the pictures that we were looking at? Yeah, like right here, right? Like this most muscular looks crazy. That most muscular looks crazy. And then when you see him go and pose, for some reason, I don't know if it's the lighting. I don't know if he over diets. I don't know if he becomes flat. I don't know what the deal is. He just doesn't. It doesn't really translate well on stage. And that his posing could use a little bit more work too. That front lat spread was kind of like almost like a transitional pose. But for the most part, he looked good. He did enough to win, and congratulations to Good Vito for winning his first pro show and punching the ticket to the Olympia. Now, here's the question. In Pittsburgh, he's going to be going up against Derek Lunsford, Nick Wallker, Martin Fitzwater, and Mike Crizzo. It is going to be my estimation that he is not going to do well against those guys. You do well in this lineup, dominated this lineup. He was the clear winner in this lineup. But when you put him up against guys like Derek, Nick Wallker, and Martin Fitzwater, who are proven commodities over and over and over again, He's going to have his hands full. I don't think he's going to be able to break the top three, to be honest with you. He might not break the top four, depending on how Mike Rizzo comes in. And Mike Rizzo is looking pretty damn good himself. But we'll see. Mike is kind of like on that same level as Good Vito, where he's made it to the Olympia. I believe he did break the top 10 at one point. He has had a professional win, but he's kind of on that same wavelength, that same tier of type of bodybuilder as Good Vito. And Nick Wallker, Martin Fitzwater, and Derek Lunsford are the best of the best. I mean, really, the only other two guys that would be able to hang with those guys is Hottie and Sampson, right? So I don't think Good Vito's going to be able to hang in that lineup. He might come in like, fourth or fifth. That's probably the best he's going to land. I mean, I might be wrong. He could surprise everybody. He could peak differently. He could say, hey, look, this is what I did wrong in Brazil, but I'm not going to make the same mistake in Pittsburgh. Who knows? But I really doubt it. I really, really doubt it. This Pittsburgh lineup is becoming an extra special lineup, and that's because the money is good. Okay, I believe it's 100,000 for the first place prize money at Pittsburgh, and that means a lot. That's why a lot of guys skipped the Detroit Pro, and then they skipped Arnold Brazil. So they want to go for the big money, right? Because if first place is 100,000, second's got to probably be 50. I don't know. I'm guessing third is 25. At Detroit, I think first place was what, 20? I don't remember. What, 20, 25, something like that. I don't remember. Second place was what, 10, 15? I don't remember. So it just made more sense financially for these guys to jump in. And that's why when you offer more money, that's why you get guys like Fitzwater and Nick and Derek want to go in there. It's big money. Big, big money. You know what I mean? It's like, it looks like Pittsburgh is the third best payoff bodybuilding show. I guess not. Yeah, 100,000, right? As I think even the Dubai Pro is around 100,000. But that's my estimation. Good Vito's not going to be able to deal with the guys in Pittsburgh, but congratulations to him. And he actually does go to the Olympia for the first time, so that should be very exciting. Hopefully, in the Olympia, he'll be able to hang with those guys. He's got some time to make improvements, but let's not jump the gun. He's got to go to Pittsburgh first, and let's see how that goes. All right, guys, listen. Great week coming up. Special live feed or love feed, whatever you want to call it. I actually put love feed this Monday, 8:30 p.m. Don't miss it because it is a special birthday live feed. I'm going to have guys like Jason Owens, Lee Priest, King Kamali, Armana DB, Dave Palumbo, my friend Ian Hedek, and also Coach Rich. These guys will be coming on and checking it out. Is necessary for you. It is going to be a blast. And believe me, I am going to have a couple of birthday drinks, so you never know what's going to happen. All right. I will see you soon. Later. Peace.